We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go from the Steel City. And we'll see a return here. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend a short field right away.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stick with him again. And nothing doing on that run. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. Let's go now. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw, it's McCarthy. Taking off, and he's in! J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Minnesota. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, set.
He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Now a give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Go.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those two safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception. Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. Blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field.
That's going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll find his rookie wide out from Texas. Third and a yard. Pick this one up on the ground. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will start on the ground. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 2nd and 7. Now a give on the ground. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now, faking the give. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there. to hold them to a short return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. So we come upon halftime, and the visitors, the Vikings, on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Fields going to look to run this himself. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Third down, 3 to go. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. On the ground, it's the tight end. Using that big frame to try to get the yard, but I don't think he got it. Held up in the line of scrimmage. There's no gain. Now it's going to be 4th down.
Well, this is why the head coach makes the big bucks, Mike, to make decisions like that. I think at this point in the 3rd quarter, you have a chance to really make a statement by coming away with 6. I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going for it on here on 4th down. I'm being aggressive.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back. Let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball. To the 30-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Set, go.
Up the middle they go. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Let's go.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Ready up.
3rd and 6.
Set.
They put Pickens in motion. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here we go. Set, go.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Steelers cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Goes up, ready? Hey, start if you want, start if you want. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run going left. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Go.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. And gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, break. Let's go now.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Number 39.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
He'll let one go down the middle. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. York now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
Hawk 70, set it.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now McCarthy. Quickly to the outside and complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here.
To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. York, good on the extra point. And the Vikings are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the 1st guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with. And tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to come away with that pick.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go now.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. First and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense. And if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Now a run on first down. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around. So at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. It's a gain of 34. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.